one of the great Mexicans. The Filipino hero who fears no one.
Oh, it started at such a high tempo.
Oh, lovely right hand from Morales.
Oh, cut. Right eye. Manny Pacquiao. Is this all too much? Look at this. Morales, Pacquiao, toe-to-toe. Absolutely entertaining stuff.
So now, repeat or revenge as Erik Morales and Manny Pacquiao meet for the rematch. And this is one rematch that truly lives up to all the hopes for it. Glenn and Johnny are set for the first big one of 2006, and this sensational super featherweight showdown is, of course, top of the bill in Las Vegas. But there's more, another rematch, and here again, we'll be on the edge of our seats all the way. At stake, the WBA's World Super Flyweight title. Martin Castillo is the champion. Alexander Munoz, the former champion.
It's a slow start from the champion and a lightning quick one from Munoz. Castillo's trying to trade and he's got to go down.
And there's lots more where that came from. All in all, a great lineup. Let's get straight to it with Morales and Pacquiao. Both men have been in a series of classic fights already, but there's something about occasions like this that brings out the best in them. It's the Thomas and Mack Arena. Morales is on the way as we join Jim Watt. And first, Adam Smith.
One of the sport's modern legends, firmly etched in the Mexican history books. What now remains in the awesome boxing story of Erik Morales. A three-weight world dominator, he's delivered us that unforgettable trilogy with arch-rival Marco Antonio Barrera, but Morales says he's far from finished. After a sloppy showing when Zahir Rahim became only the second man in 51 fights to beat him, Morales promises a masterclass tonight, Jim. Is another great showing left?
Well, if you look through Erik Morales' career, you will see every now and again there are little blips, little performances where he didn't seem to fire on all cylinders. But when the big fights come along, so does the true Erik Morales. And he knows tonight his reputation's on the line, his legacy is on the line. He faces a man he's already beaten, but he knows this guy is going to be so much tougher tonight than he was last time. I think he's ready for the job.
It's a boisterous, buzzing, electric atmosphere in the Thomas and Mack Arena, jammed with real fight fans. An estimated 76 million Filipinos worldwide will be backing their sporting superstar, Manny Pacquiao, the fast, furious hitting southpaw with that thunderous power. Can he exact revenge on Erik Morales after their firestorm over on the Strip last March? Pacquiao defeated on points then, but Jim, with time to replan, refocus and mature into a fully fledged super featherweight, is this finally his defining night?
Well, he probably feels it is going to be. He knows he made lots of mistakes in their last encounter. Freddie Roach feels they've addressed those mistakes and changed his style somewhat. I do not know if at this stage in his career Pacquiao can change enough to be a different fighter. He has to use his power, he has to use his speed. The fact that he's probably a little bit fresher than Morales, not been in so many hard fights. But this really is a 50-50 battle, but I find myself swaying towards the better all-round fighter, who is Morales. As long as Morales is a lot better than he was last time, and he still has enough in the tank.
A silent prayer from Pacquiao. A massive media attraction. It's a vital, vital night for the Pac-Man.
Ladies and gentlemen, Wynn Las Vegas is proud to welcome you to the Thomas and Mack Center, Las Vegas, Nevada, where tonight, Bob Arum's Top Rank Incorporated is proud to present the main event of the evening. 12 rounds of boxing in the super featherweight division. On the line, the WBC International title. This contest is sponsored by your undisputed champion, the King of Beers, Budweiser, and sanctioned by the Nevada State Athletic Commission Chairman Skip Avancino Jr., Executive Director Mark Ratner. At ringside, the 3 judges scoring this contest on the 10-point system will be Dave Moretti, Jerry Roth, and Paul Smith. And when the bell rings, the man in charge of the action inside the ring, referee Kenny Bayless. And now, for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, courtesy of Wynn Las Vegas, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble! Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing white with flames, official weight 128.5 pounds. Professional record, 40 victories, including 31 knockouts with only 3 defeats and 2 draws. From General Santos City, Philippines, the 2-time world champion, Manny Pacquiao. His opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, wearing white with black. Official weight, 130 pounds. Professional record, 40, including 34 knockouts with only 3 defeats. Damas y caballeros de la zona norte, Tijuana, Mexico, the 3-time world champion, Erik El Terrible
Mexican fans, many from the Philippines, crackling atmosphere. It should be a crackling fight.
Okay, gentlemen, any punches thrown in this area we consider the clean punch. Any punches on the upper half thrown in this area will be clean. Now, gentlemen, we went over the rules in the dressing room. I want you to keep the fight clean at all times, protect yourself at all times, and what I say you must obey. Touch gloves. Good luck. Let us roll.
Their first encounter was mesmerizing. One of the fights of 2005. Their rematch has attracted enormous attention, and the reasons are simple. Both Erik Morales and Manny Pacquiao are icons in their homelands. Almost 100 victories between them. They touched gloves at the start. So much respect. Umpteen world title belts, but what unfolds tonight is what it's important now. Repeat for Morales or revenge for Pacquiao.
Well, I think the Pacquiao camp, the plan not to be quite so reckless as last time, not to be so left-hand happy as they were. They want to box their way in a little bit more, but they must realise they have to pressurise Morales. They can't stand off. He will not outbox Morales at distance.
Morales just seemed to control everything that bit better first time around. But is he slightly on the slide? Is he slowing? And will Pacquiao manage to fight a better tactical affair? Follow a strategy? You think he's got to move and unload combinations?
Yeah, but he has to pressurise Morales. I mean, Obviously, Morales' last performance against Raheem is worrying because he knew he was losing and he didn't do anything about it. He just settled for defeat. So as he reached the stage in his career where the fire is not there anymore, but he'll need the fire tonight. But the fact that he's back here and he's boxing in such a big fight, he must want to prove that he is the Morales of old.
Yep, he's whipped himself into shape up in the Tommy Mountains in Mexico as always. And he wants this badly, Erik Morales. Pride hurt. It's a sharp start from Pacquiao.
See, even at his best, Morales at times could be a little bit mechanical, but he could let the punches flow so freely, he could dominate. You realise he has to raise the pace, and that's what he's doing.
Trying to back Pacquiao up in the opening round. Doesn't believe the southpaw can fight properly on the back foot. The Pacquiao camp wanting to use the right hand more this time.
I think Morales is just taking a little bit too long to get into the way of things in the opening round here. Possibly Pacquiao just nicking it, but with that being that little bit busier all the way through. Couple of good bursts of action from Morales. Maybe not enough.
Looks business-like Pacquiao, and fast. New trainer, Jose Luis Lopez with Erik Morales. It was his dad beforehand, but he decided to make the change after he lost, surprisingly, to Zahir Rahim.
I mean, we saw a couple of good bursts of punches from Morales, and this is one of them. But he was lazy the first couple of minutes. This was impressive stuff. I wonder, was it enough to impress the judges? But I thought Pacquiao throughout the 3 minutes was just a little bit busier. Not quite so dramatic, but busier.
Freddie Roach with Manny Pacquiao says they have a secret weapon they're going to unload on Morales. Here's the second round. Manny Pacquiao, 5'6". He's giving 2 inches in height away to Erik Morales, the bigger man at super featherweight. Pacquiao come up from flyweight. Morales from super bantamweight over the years. Might have the natural strength, but the zip and speed and power could be with Pacquiao.
I mean, the two men who have beaten Morales have been smart boxers. Pacquiao cannot be accused of being that. So if Morales is in the kind of shape, he's just punch staying low there. Sportingly dealt with.
He is 29, Morales, and his body must have some wear and tear after all those thrilling battles he's given us. And Pacquiao, buoyed by the fact he's using his puncher's gloves tonight, the Rays variety. He wasn't allowed to in the contract last time. That'll give him confidence. No behind-the-scenes distractions with promotional problems either. This is Manny Pacquiao at 100%.
But Morales giving himself a shake, and there's a good punch there from Pacquiao. But Morales realising, again, but taking shots, his defence was he's let him down so often in the past. But look at the way he answers.
Fantastic here in the second round. Both men start to open up. Pacquiao with the straight lefts. Morales firing back. This is what the first fight was all about. It was electric, and they're gonna do it again, it would seem. Good left hand from Pacquiao, and Morales almost went. The ropes kept him up. He's only ever been down once in his boxing life, Erik Morales. What a storm from Pacquiao.
Well, he has just been taught a lesson there. I wonder if he'll take it. Been so often he moves back with his head too high and he's punished, and he paid the penalty that time.
Fired up, Pacquiao. And Morales slow out of the blocks. Body shot from Pacquiao, razor sharp, and a right hand, and Morales has trouble. What a great opening couple of sessions for Manny Pacquiao.
Well, we had big expectations. I think this is surpassed. Tremendous round, both men landing bombs. Pacquiao, for me, landing the quality shots there, looking as though Morales in the early stages was going to nick the round with long-range boxing. Then it burst into life, and for me, Pacquiao well got the better of it, and that's so often Morales steps back with his chin too high, and he paid the price there.
52nd fight for Erik Morales tonight. He's boxed 14 world champions over the years. Second time he meets Manny Pacquiao. They gave us a corker last year, which Morales won on all cards, 115 to 113. The brighter start this time from Pacquiao. He was hindered by a cut in their first fight, and the feeling from his camp is that things could swing in his favor tonight. That's better from Morales.
I mean, Morales in a couple of his recent fights has taken a couple of rounds to get into gear, but you can't afford it in a fight where he's liable to go down to the wire. You can't afford that, and I've scored the first two to Pacquiao here.
Just a bit slow to get his cool boxing off, Erik Morales. There's got to be a time when the reflexes aren't quite what they were.
Well, Morales, he's never used an awful lot of head movement. He is a bit stationary and, as I say, mechanical at times. And when you reach that stage in the career, the reflexes are not quite the same. You're going to get caught with punches. And Pacquiao is a dangerous puncher.
Yeah, he lost that third fight to Marco Antonio Barrera. Morales bounced back with the win over Pacquiao, then lost to Raheem. Not quite the form of old. Quality boxer, terrific operator, great heart, great chin, and starts to get moving here.
Well, Pacquiao not been able to put him under the same kind of pressure. This is beautiful work from Morales here. But how careless again, stepping back with his chin high and hands down. That macho thing he seems to have to prove in every one of his fights.
Fights for the people, Erik Morales, but that is the same from Manny Pacquiao. It means so much to both of these gladiators. And the noise in the Thomas and Mack Arena is quite something.
Well, Morales has realised the pace he's going to have to set if he's going to stay with this man.
That's signs of encouragement for Erik Morales.
If you hit me at 40...
Jose Luis Lopez, former world welterweight champion. There's the knockouts in the sort of middle rounds for Morales, but he's become a distance operator, really. He knows how to box 12 rounds.
Yeah, but he's been in so many hard fights. He keeps saying, when will it eventually catch up? His last performance was a terrible performance. He didn't start too well again here tonight, but he seems to have warmed to the task. Just produced his best round of the 3 so far. Finding the target, he's looking a little bit sharper. But you still wonder, is his best days, are they behind him?
Here's the 4th round, another scintillating affair between Erik El Terrible Morales in the white and black, and the red and white boots and the flame on the trunks of Manny Pacquiao, 2 years younger at 27. They've amassed an astonishing 88 wins together, 48 for Morales, 40 for Pacquiao. Only 6 defeats. Morales being beaten by Barrera and Zahir Rahim. 2 early defeats for Pacquiao, and then the one to Morales. Here's the speed again from the Filipino.
See, I think Morales realised last time out that he had to push Pacquiao onto the back foot, where he's only half as effective. Not quite managing to do that yet.
The jab from Pacquiao. That's the weapon that Morales used to really dominate Pacquiao over some of those closest rounds, just to get the edge. And this is better from the Mexican. Right hand from Pacquiao just bounces off the iron chin of Morales.
Yeah, well, they both landed simultaneously there, but Pacquiao was the one who backed off a little bit. These are real solid punches coming from both men. No rangefinders here. Beautiful jab from Morales.
Good spell for Erik Morales after a clumsy beginning, just warming into the event.
You wonder, as the pace slows that little bit, will Pacquiao become ragged again, as he has done in a few of his fights? And will Morales be able then to take charge? Physically, Morales is looking well, though.
Yeah, he's been criticised, Pacquiao, for a sort of jerky style, not really setting himself. Had that unbelievable fight with Juan Manuel Marquez when he floored Marquez 3 times in the first round and was then outboxed for much of the rest of it and got away with a draw.
Pacquiao missing a little bit here now, being punished on the counter. Real solid look about Morales at the moment.
He's got that high guard back, the jab working. An excellent round for Erik Morales.
The Carling Cup on Sky Sports. Tuesday, 7:30, Arsenal v Wigan. Overrun at the JJB.
Shot coming in!
Will the Gunners turn it around at Highbury? Then Wednesday at 7, Man United v Blackburn. A bruising first leg and 2 great goals.
Saha! Pedersen!
Set up a thrilling climax at Old Trafford. For a place in the final, the Carling Cup in association with Bet365. Tuesday and Wednesday, Sky Sports 1.
Freddie Roach in there, training at the Wildcard Gym in Hollywood, says Pacquiao's really knuckled down this time around.
Yeah, well, that's for sure, but I don't see any difference in his approach. I don't see this secret weapon that we were hearing about, probably Freddie saying it tongue-in-cheek. But Morales is the one who has improved, certainly, in the 4th round there. Real solid look about him all the way through.
enthralling fight in the 9'4" super featherweight division. Marco Antonio Barrera, the WBC and IBF holder. No title on the line here, doesn't need one. Just great to see Erik Morales and Manny Pacquiao in a rematch. Morales, unanimous decision, first time around. Can Pacquiao alter his tactics, do something different as the fight progresses? Look at that from Morales, real solid shots.
I mean, although the scoring was tight last time out, I mean, I thought Morales was a definite winner. I think he was shaken by a left hand there. Good left hand from Pacquiao.
31 knockouts.
There it goes again.
For Manny Pacquiao. Back from Morales. It's living up to the first fight. I mean, Jim, first couple probably Pacquiao, next couple Morales. It's just what we wanted.
That's how I've scored it. I mean, this is shaping up even better than the first encounter because they're staying in punching range. Punches are landing cleanly, bang on target. It's like a survival of the fittest here, a real macho show from both men. But Morales, definitely big improvements on his first 2 rounds here.
Who will be prepared to go that bit deeper into their souls? Who's got more in the armory? Right hand from Morales. He's gaining in confidence, but Pacquiao is staying with him.
See, I think he realises he has to get punches out in bunches. Pacquiao wants to come forward, so a jab, whether it lands or not, will not stop him in his tracks. So Morales putting punches together better now.
Blocks that jab nicely, Morales. Spins round, gaining the center of the ring. Not really being able to back Pacquiao up successfully. Great action.
Yep, this is even better than their first meeting. Morales is going a little bit lazy at the moment.
They're both fighting in bursts. Look at that again, they touch gloves. The respect is enormous at this level. That stinging jab of Morales.
Well, the ragged look we've talked about from Pacquiao is showing itself at the moment.
Starting in Monday.
I mean, this is real quality stuff from 2 top-drawer fighters. Punches bang on target, well delivered. No knockdowns as yet, but come close a couple of times.
Working on a bit of grease on the right cheek of Manny Pacquiao. It's the right eye that was cut last time. Said it really affected him in the second half of the fight. Thankfully, no real damage yet. Again, Morales crosses himself as he comes out of that red corner to start the 6th round. Another enticing matchup that you cannot leave, you cannot take your eyes off. And as you said, Jim, top quality, top draw.
Pacquiao a little bit short on ideas at the moment. I mean, you can see he's fired up, he's lunging with his punches. Morales a little bit smoother, although shipping some punishment as I speak.
He has been catching Morales with that left hand. There's the combinations from Pacquiao, trying to overawe Morales.
But that's really what he has to do. He doesn't want a standoff boxing match. He has to try to get him under pressure, let the punches flow, use his power and his speed.
Manny, Manny, the crowd chant. Again, Morales finding Pacquiao a fair target to hit too. Is this going to be another really hard one to score?
Well, I think Pacquiao realised things were slipping a little bit the last couple of rounds, and he's responded.
Yeah, the left hand doing the damage. It's catching Morales more often than in their first meeting. Looks stronger as a super featherweight now, Pacquiao. Growing into the weight. Big punches going in the sixth. A very, very good burst from Manny Pacquiao.
Morales is taking too many of these clean on the chin. But that's the way he goes about business. He criticises other Mexicans for not fighting the Mexican way. Well, he's certainly doing that tonight.
An extraordinary man, Erik Morales, but he's having a bad session here. So much guts, bravery, pride and spirit.
Well, he stepped back and took a deep breath after that shot from the ribs there. I think that was a hurtful shot from Pacquiao there, taking some of the steam out of Morales.
Look at this from Manny Pacquiao again at the end of the round, and he has to hold on to the ropes to keep himself up, otherwise he would have gone down.
I get the impression that was a stumble. He may even have tripped over Richard Steele's feet. I don't think that was the bit. I could be wrong. I hope we see that again. But I think that was just a trip there.
I think he was in big trouble that round, Jim.
Yeah, he was under severe pressure. He was taking too many punches, taking them cleanly. He was struggling there. But just towards the end, I don't know if he was on the way to the canvas. He was taking shots he shouldn't be taking again. Yeah, I'm not quite sure there. He certainly stumbled back. I don't know if it was a punch that caused it, but he didn't go down. But he's looking a little bit short-worn at the moment.
They are really working on Erik Morales in that corner. Possibly one of the most damaging rounds of his career. Morales had bad sessions against Zahir Rahim and Marco Antonio Barrera, but that looked punishing.
Now you see, I have it all level there, 57 apiece. I believe I called the referee Richard Steele there a minute in the excitement. Obviously it's Kenny Bayless, yes.
And Pacquiao, I think, now believes that this could be his time. Second half of the fight. But back comes Morales. Extraordinary. And now it's his turn to dish out the punishment. Pacquiao says, come on then. Oh, this is wonderful. Absolutely wonderful.
Looking at Morales in the corner, you're thinking, look at that face. You think he wants out of there, and look at the way he comes out. True warrior. We use the word warrior too often in the game today, but we have two in the ring tonight.
Pacquiao comes back, then Morales. Who is going to win this war of attrition? It's toe-to-toe. It's macho. Will one of them fold?
Couple of times Morales has been troubled to the body. Heads coming together there.
Right hook to the body from Pacquiao. Maybe that's the secret weapon downstairs. Take the breath away of Morales, who shakes his head once more.
Now this is an important round here because Morales come out to make a point. Pacquiao has met him head on, and at the moment maybe coming off slightly better in the exchanges. Morales knows he lost the previous round. He came out to win this round, looking to dominate. Hasn't done that, but I think they're both feeling the pace now, just settling down a little bit. Who can blame them?
and at times shades of that first epic battle encounter between Morales and Marco Antonio Barrera. Maybe that will never be bettered. We had Castillo and Corrales bearing their souls last year. And, well, in January 2006, we already, I would say, have a candidate for the fight of the year. It's splendid.
Quite often in these kind of fights, Adam, there's one round that decides the outcome. This may be the round. Morales come out here for a big round, started that way. Pacquiao has met him, come back at him, and leveled things out. Big round, important round in this fight.
If anyone here knows of any lawful reason why these two should not be married, speak now or forever hold your peace.
I feel that was a bad round for Morales because he came out intending to dominate, to make a point. He started the round that way, but he was met head on and he was caught with better punches, hurtful punches, and he did not look comfortable the longer the round went. So that could be the turning point. This round coming up, very important one, in particular for Erik Morales.
A sparkling 7 rounds of action so far between these two ring warriors. Manny Pacquiao having good rounds back-to-back, which he didn't have in their first meeting.
Yet the fight seemed to sway one way and then the other.
Pacquiao's team predicted they will be the first to stop Morales. Big call.
See, these are the body shots. Pacquiao, I'm sure, a couple of times I've seen a reaction from these shots. Maybe the older a fighter gets, he doesn't quite do the body toughening that you do in your younger days. Maybe that's the side of training you neglect, because a couple of times he's reacted to the body shots Morales has.
He's got his 3 children and wife, Erik Morales. The fantastic life outside the sport. And now he'll be asking himself how much he wants this, because Pacquiao is absolutely buoyant at the moment. He's bouncing, he's flying.
Good jab from Pacquiao, and he hasn't landed too many of those. Usually has to get close, get the hooks off. Beautiful left hand lead from Pacquiao.
Jim, Pacquiao is backing Morales up.
Yeah, well, he is the fresh. There's that body shot again. These are working.
Morales comes back. But it's more from Pacquiao. And the knockout power has not really travelled up the weights with Morales. Stinging shots. But has he got one to turn the fight around? Because you feel he might need that.
Just looks at me at the moment. Pacquiao is the fresher of the two. Morales, with his pride, has come blazing back, but it's because he has to do it. He's been forced into that. Pacquiao at the moment is in the driving seat.
Battered and bruised face, Erik Morales. He will want to go out on his shield. He will go out fighting. No doubt about that. But he just can't live with the tempo of Pacquiao at the moment. And maybe those body shots have done the damage.
Yep. Almost every time the body shots have landed, you've seen that little reaction. They're definitely sapping the strength from Morales. Responding the way he always does. But who looks the boss at this moment? Manny Pacquiao.
Morales comes on strong, last 10 seconds of the round, but it's another good one for Pacquiao, who shows tighter defense and classy, quick shots. Starting to pull away, Pacquiao.
Yep, and the worrying thing is Morales does not look the least bit happy. Pacquiao sits down, alert, listening to his corner, looking forward to the next round. Morales gets back, looking there as if, boy, I'm not enjoying this too much, and little wonder. This is tough. Morales has been in loads of tough fights in the past, and this race amongst them, because he's the one taking the powerful shots. His punches are having no effect on Pacquiao, but Pacquiao's, by comparison, are hurtful.
Boxing is so often about timing, and is this the moment for Manny Pacquiao to take over? Erik Morales will not want to lose 2 in a row. That will be bitter for him. Has he got the energy and the snap to come on late though now?
Well, this is the tempo that Morales wants now, but I don't think Pacquiao will allow this for long. He'll just get into the first minute here, then raise the tempo, because that's what's been working for him.
Maybe the fact he's using the raised gloves is not that much more important, only a mental thing, a confidence booster, because Pacquiao has looked full of it since the opening bell.
Yet looking for the body again, and there's that left hand lead from the southpaw stance, which is working so well.
Morales, probably the best super bantamweight that's ever been around. Good featherweight, super featherweight. But the well must run dry at some point. He's been fighting since he was 5 years old, 24 years. And back he comes again with a little cameo.
Yeah, but Pacquiao has dropped the pace in this round, which is surprising. What worked for him so well in the last couple of rounds, he seems to have deserted that. Better now, but he's been forced into this.
Again, they meet in the centre of the ring. Pacquiao doesn't mind taking 1 or 2 to throw the combinations back. The Morales camp were talking about his uppercut. We haven't seen that from El Terrible tonight.
But there's the body shots again. I think that those are the punches that are working for Pacquiao.
A different complexion than their first meeting. Uppercut there from Pacquiao, right through the middle. Morales takes it. A left hand. Easier to hit Morales than usual, and Pacquiao senses something major now.
And another unbelievable round. This is amazing action. 3 minutes non-stop every round. But again, Pacquiao has the look of the man who is in the driving seat.
Kenny Bayless, the referee, has hardly had to do a thing. Manny Pacquiao raises his arms, and his lead could be big. Erik Morales with soul-searching. This time of the fight, Jim, it will come down to how much desire is left in the tank, mentally and physically.
Well, I don't think we've ever doubted that desire, where Morales is concerned. I just think it's the physical. A career, a long, hard career, where he's always refused to change his way of doing business. Where Barrera and people like him and Gatti have changed their style. He's always boxed, and maybe he's just coming towards the end.
9 minutes left of this super featherweight fiery fight. Tremendous blows, exchanges, action, and Manny Pacquiao is at the moment fighting the fight of his life. He's won world titles at flyweight and super bantamweight. He's beaten Marco Antonio Barrera. That was in an upset, and it was a sort of small hall show. This is big stuff, the big stage.
Well, there you can see I have Pacquiao 3 up, but ominous for Morales is the fact the last 4 rounds going to Pacquiao.
Body shot again from Manny Pacquiao with the right hand that he's used more tonight, and he's really targeting that area. Hands drop of Morales. Torrid time for the Mexican.
I mean, we wondered last time out with the deplorable performance by Morales by his own standards, and we wondered, is it a little blip? But it looks as though a hard career finally taking its toll, and here we have Pacquiao firing on all cylinders, everything going well, putting everything into it.
Look at the speed there from Manny Pacquiao, the freshness. He's that bit younger. And Morales will just want to keep going to the bitter end. Wonder if his corner are starting to take a look at him. He won't want to get stopped, but look at this from Pacquiao, and a minute to go in the round.
Walked onto a good right hook there, Morales, but he's taken it well. He's over!
He's down, second time in his life. 50 seconds to go in the 10th. Are we looking at the end? The count's to 8, he's got up just about. Erik Morales on the very brink of being stopped. And Manny Pacquiao has time left in the round. Kenny Bayless looking on. He stopped it. It is over. Manny Pacquiao has his defining night, and Erik Morales is stopped for the first time in his long career. The millions of Filipinos will be celebrating worldwide. Manny Pacquiao becomes the first man to do that to Erik Morales, and it was his night pretty much from start to finish.
Well, I'm sure there will be thousands of broken hearts to see Erik Morales finish like that tonight, but there's no denying Manny Pacquiao told us before he came into the ring he was looking to be the first man to stop Erik Morales. He's done that, a wonderful performance. He came into the ring tonight, he would not be denied. He took the best that Morales had to offer, came through it, and got himself into the driving seat after about 3 or 4 rounds, stayed there. It was beyond doubt who was going to win the fight, but I did not fancy the stoppage. But how sad, a wonderful fighter, a wonderful career, how sad. He'll be so disappointed going out in this way.
Erik Morales will be devastated. He fights for the people, and his career has been unbelievable. But Father Time catches up with everyone, Jim, and Pacquiao got him on the right night.
Yeah, but don't let's take anything away from Pacquiao, because I didn't think he was a fighter who could box to instructions, but I think he did tonight. He worked the body, and I think the body punches took a lot out of Morales. Fighters at this stage in career, you only train when you have a fight, so your body is not as hard as when you trained every day of your life when you were younger. And I think that his body wasn't conditioned to take these punches, and Pacquiao kept thumping them home, and every one that landed, you could see the effect, and finally drained them and finished off the job. I think it was a wonderful performance from Manny Pacquiao.
If the curtain goes down for Morales, it's been a wonderful career. But tonight belongs to Manny Pacquiao. It's Pac-Man's time.
Manny, congratulations, incredible fight here. What was different about you this fight than the previous fight?
Yeah, the difference, I'm knocked him out and I won the fight, and also the difference is I'm training hard this fight, and I'm careful to his head.
What was the difference in this fight as far as the power? Did he ever hurt you? Did you ever feel that you were in trouble at any point?
He hurt me that in how many times, but I can take his power, so I'm lucky to survive that one.
And how about using the Reyes gloves? Do you think they were a huge factor in the fight tonight?
Oh, that's very effective that using my gloves, Reyes, because that's my gloves.
Now there's a rematch clause, Manny. Do you think you'd like to fight him for the rubber match?
Oh yeah, I like that. I want to rematch, you know, anytime, anywhere, if he want. So.
And if not Morales, who would you like to fight next?
Oh, Barrera wants to rematch me, so anytime I'm open. I'm a fighter, so I fight in the ring.
So Barrera, Morales, possibly even Juan Manuel Marquez?
Oh yeah. If he move in 130 pounds.
Mario Lopez asking the questions, but we've all witnessed something utterly unforgettable again. Glenn and Johnny give us their verdict next. Still ahead, another fabulous rematch. Martin Castillo and Alexander Munoz meeting a second time for the WBA World Super Flyweight title. Castillo styled as the next Mexican legend. National fight, Erik Morales stopped for the first time in his career. That's a piece of history. Is that what you would call a history fight, Glenn?
Tremendous fight, unbelievable. Manny Pacquiao has done it again. He's dethroned a Mexican legend in Morales. It really was a wonderful performance.
Johnny, did anything about it take you by surprise?
First of all, Morales, when he got hit for split seconds, he just slowed down and then come back to life again. And they were the first times to me that we've got problems here. Pacquiao took full advantage of that.
The rematch so often is a slight disappointment, but not this time. Was one of the factors Pacquiao seemed better coming into the rematch?
On this occasion, Pacquiao probably knew he wouldn't be able to outbox Morales, but he used brain by
from the off.
From the off, he used his brain by just controlling his pace. His style didn't change; it's just his pace that changed.
Morales had been discommoded by a mover in Zahir Rahim last time. Do you think Freddie Roach and Pacquiao had studied and learned from that?
Well, certainly their preparation was obviously a lot different. This time he went to training camp. He worked much harder. They've really worked on throwing their combinations and pacing themselves a little bit more.
After that slow beginning Johnny mentioned, Morales did.
He did. He'd come back and he looked like he was starting to re-establish himself in the fight. He got control in the third and then the fourth round behind the good boxing. We thought at that point, I thought Morales is going to have this in the bag. He's got the key to unlock the door.
And for a while, Johnny, did you think Pacquiao is going back to type and starting to struggle with Morales?
I just thought to myself, the way he started, he must have a game plan. He said he's got this secret plan. And that, to me, I thought maybe he learned from that fight for stepping up the second half of the fight. He took advantage of that southpaw style by having the confidence to step inside Morales' left jab and come in with it.
Because there was a couple of times we saw Morales get hurt and wince, and it was the body shots, long lefts and right hooks to the body.
One of the outstanding shots what Pacquiao threw was the long left. And he kept catching with that long left lead from a southpaw stance, which put Morales on the back foot most of the time and made it really awkward. And was it a three-shot combination that he did it with? Right, left, right.
Pacquiao come back into it in the sixth. It was combinations, and you just saw that he was the fresher, the stronger man of the two. You just do that little bit extra.
You know, after the first fight.
Just to ask you here, Jim thought the seventh was the decisive round when suddenly Pacquiao seemed irresistible.
I think Jim was right because Morales tried to step it up. We started the seventh round very strong after a bad sixth, but Pacquiao still, even then, when Morales did his best work, Pacquiao overcome him and did better work.
You know, after the first fight, if a man takes an opponent on again, he knows he's seen something within that man that will work. And Pacquiao knew he has the pace, he has the heart, he has that tempo to outwork it.
You sensed before the 10th round in that Pacquiao corner, Freddie Roach said he's there for us now. And that's how it worked out in the 10th. It was incredible to watch it though, wasn't it?
Unbelievable, excitement and everything. Morales, you've got to give him, he's got the heart of a lion. Absolutely. No matter what. No, even though his tank was emptying out, he kept giving it his all and still kept trying to put the pressure on Pacquiao. But Pacquiao was not going to be defeated on this occasion. He knew he has grown into a champion.
Superstar.
A superstar.
The round before, Pacquiao went back to his corner and he lifted his arms in the air. And you just knew then that he knew himself that he was going to win, that he was the stronger man, and that it was just a matter of time.
It's a stunning, totally stunning victory. It's also the best we've ever seen from Pacquiao, isn't it?
Well, he was more thoughtful. Freddie Roach is doing a tremendous job, and he thought about it more. We saw he's normally just the wild man of boxing, but this time it was more controlled. Knew when to put his combinations in, knew when to bring the big left hand in.
What options are there for him now? It's all there for him, surely. These are the revised World Super Featherweight rankings now. What do you think, Johnny? He can look again at Barrera, and Barrera might be worried about him more than ever now.
But we can never write off Barrera because Barrera always pulls one out of the back.